Social media is full of people claiming that you can make thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars selling digital products online.
This one simple process helped me make over $32.7 million.
We make over $700,000 in 2 days.
Helps me make $33,108 every single month selling simple digital products.
Most of these claims feel too good to be true, so I'm actually going to be testing this out. For 7 days, I'm going to run a strict challenge in my own Etsy shop. I'm going to be selling a brand new digital product built entirely with one AI tool, Genspark, and my goal is to hit $250 in profit before the week is out. Now, for this challenge, I am going to be following 3 main rules. Number 1 is that AI makes every decision. So the niche, the validation, the product itself. If the AI doesn't find it or build it, it does not go into my shop. Number 2 is that my spend cap has to stay at $175. Now, most of that's going to be used on ads, so that's why I have to keep my spend on the AI tools that I use very low. And number 3 is that every step gets documented and I have to share it. I've got to also share those raw results with you guys. So let's go ahead and start that countdown. Okay, now what I want to avoid in the beginning is one of the biggest mistakes that a lot of people make, and that's picking a niche that is very oversaturated. So for example, a budget planner, that has over 500,000 listings fighting for that one search. Printable planner for anyone, it's the same story. So I have to do proper research on this topic. I've got to find an unsaturated market or a demand that's not being met. So let's go ahead and jump right into my very first thing on my to-do list right here, which is researching my niche. Now for this challenge, I'm going to be using Genspark entirely. Genspark is an all-in-one AI workspace. AI Chat is your researcher, copywriter, strategist. AI Sheets builds spreadsheets from plain English and exports as needed. Design generates the visual assets for a listing. A super agent browses the live web and reads real pages for real data. Code, which can even publish a page. One platform, one login. This thing hit $250 million in annual reoccurring revenue in just 12 months. And by the end of this thing, you're going to see exactly why. Okay, so the very first thing I'll do is go ahead and open up Genspark Super Agent. Specifically, I'll be using deep research for this section, which is built for exactly this kind of deep market digging. And I'm going to give it this exact prompt. Search Etsy for the following digital product categories: Notion templates, Google Sheet trackers, printable planners, Canva template bundles, and digital wall art. For each category, visit Etsy's search results and count the approximate number of listings. Then identify which category has the lowest listing count relative to the buyer demand signals you can find on Reddit, Pinterest, and YouTube. Rank from least to most saturated and tell me why. So this is actually going to Etsy, reading search pages, pulling Reddit threads, and every step is really visible to you in real time as it's doing it. Now let's go ahead and take a look at these results. Now I'm seeing the Google Sheets as being recommended as this #1 thing to sell because there's a high search volume compared to the availability, meaning it is the least saturated. However, it's also showing that Canva template bundles are crowded, but the buyer interest side is enormous. So I think I'm going to go with the Google Sheets option, but I want to push this just a little bit further. I'm going to give it a second prompt and say, now take the top 3 lowest competition categories and find the most specific, underserved sub-niches within each one. I'm looking for keyword phrases where fewer than 2,000 Etsy listings exist, but buyer demand signals are strong on Reddit, Pinterest, or in YouTube comment sections. First, here's what not to build, because this is a common mistake. So something like exam study planner, this looks like a great pick on the surface. It's not. 4,833 live digital listings are already fighting over that exact phrase. Now, 2 niches here actually cleared the bar. Niche 1 is the speaker media kits. So they've got low supply and the buyer isn't browsing. And then niche 2 is Google Sheets garden planners. Very low supply and real visible demand backing it up. For example, the Reddit threads full of people asking for exactly this with nobody actually building it. For this, I think I'm going to go ahead and go with the Google Sheets Garden Planner, but I do want to validate this again before I build anything. So that's going to take us right into step 2 on our to-do list, and that is to actually validate the demand. Now I'm going to go ahead and run a validation prompt, and this is what it's going to say. Validate buyer demand for Google Sheets Garden Planners. Search Reddit for posts where people ask for recommendations or say they wish they had a spreadsheet or template to try track their garden, planning dates, harvest schedules, what worked and what didn't, pull the specific phrases buyers use, then search Pinterest for how many pins exist for garden planners and garden tracking templates. Give me a demand verdict, high, medium, or low, with your reasoning. Now you can kind of watch it here. Go straight to Reddit and read actual posts from actual gardeners. It's not guessing, not skimming. It's pulling real threads, real comments, real frustrations. So this is telling me that this is not a vague interest. It's showing me real buyers describing like a broken system and telling me in their own words exactly what would fix it. Also, Pinterest is backing this up. So garden planner and garden tracker content sitting in clusters of 2, 5, even nearly 9,000 pins, plus its own related search data surfacing the exact phrases. And also here, these blue underlined sections, I'm able to click those and it will take me directly to that research so that I can verify what the AI has told me. So the demand verdict is high, that's confirmed. So what normally takes, a week of customer interviews, Genspark just did in one pass. So now it's time for the third thing on our to-do list, and that is build the product. All right, now for this build, I'm going to stay right here in Genspark. I'm going to come over here to AI Sheets, and this is the prompt that I gave it. Build me a Google Sheets garden planner. It needs a planning schedule with columns for start indoors, transplant outside, direct sow dates, a harvest tracker logging days to maturity and actual harvest dates, a companion planning and garden bed layout section, and a season notes area for what worked, what failed, and what to change next year. Keep it visually clean and simple, color-coded by season or plant type. Make it beginner friendly for someone who has never kept a garden log before. Include a plant variety breed column, a spot to note if timing was too early or too late, and an optional advanced tab for germination rate and pest notes for users who want to go deeper. So it may take a few minutes, but it built all the sheets, wrote the formulas, applied the color coding, plain English, in a working spreadsheet. Now this is a real sellable product, and it was built in one pass with no formulas typed by hand. Okay, now before I list this thing, there's a problem that I need to solve because my shop already has its own branding, but this planner is a brand new product line. And if the covers, the listing images, the video, they don't all share one consistent look, the listing is going to come off as amateur, and typically the buyer is going to kind of move on. So real product lines have a real identity. So we're going to go ahead and move on to step 4 on my to-do list, and that is create a brand kit. Again, I'm going to stay right here in Genspark. I'm going to go right here and open up design. And I'm going to give it a prompt. I'm going to say, create a brand kit for a digital product line called the Garden Planner. A Google Sheets garden planning template sold on Etsy. The audience is home gardeners who want to get organized. I need a color palette, font pairing, a simple logo mark, and a cover image style I can reuse across Etsy listing images. The vibe, fresh, earthy, clean, like a well-kept garden bed, not a corporate slide deck. The tool is asking me to verify a few things, so I'm just going to go through here, select the few options that I want, give it a few minutes, and then let's take a look at this. So we've got a palette, typography, different fonts, logo, cover direction, a full brand kit for the product line in one pass. Now, Etsy also loves a good listing video for your listings. So for this, I'm gonna have Genspark create a listing video for my mockups whenever I'm uploading my product. So I need to come right over here to the AI video. I'm gonna go ahead and just upload some screenshots of the Google Sheets that it just created, the exact just basic screenshots of it, and I have them uploaded here into the prompt already. This is to kind of give the tool some context of the video and what I actually want in the video. I don't want anything too overly complicated. The goal of this video is just to kind of show the customer or potential customer what the Google Sheets is going to look like, right? We want to give them an idea of the product that they're purchasing. And this has a pretty long prompt. So you can see right here, I've pasted it, and I'm just going to give you a little bit of the beginning, but I'm also going to have a free prompt pack in the description box down below that you can look at for yourself. But I have scene context, a screen recording style showcase of a digital Google Sheet spreadsheet product. 5 full screen spreadsheet screenshots are displayed one at a time as flat digital slides. This is a software UI showcase. Everything looks digital and on screen. Nothing looks like paper, print, or a physical book. and you can see it's a little bit longer, but I'm going to go ahead and hit generate. Now let's go ahead and take a look at this. This took maybe a minute to create. It's exactly what I wanted, and this is going to be absolutely perfect for the Etsy listing video. This is going to give that customer an idea of exactly what it is that they're going to be purchasing. It's exactly what I wanted. So now I've got a brand kit, I've got a finished listing video. I still haven't left this one platform, which is really great for my budget. So we've totally gotten that taken care of. Now it's time to move on to step 5 of our to-do list, which is publish the product. Now this is actually fairly simpler than it may seem, but the very first step in Genspark is to come right here and go ahead and download it so that now it's in my computer. Step 2 takes me back into my Etsy shop, and I just started a new listing. I went ahead and set this to digital, and I uploaded that PDF file right here first. Step 3 is that I need mock-up photos for the actual sheets, the title with the exact phrase that buyers are searching, and tags built straight from the Reddit language that we found. For the mock-up photos, I'm going to be using AI Image for this right here. I'm going to select the GPT Image 2, so that's OpenAI's image model, and I'm going to use it for all of the mock-ups that it creates. This one specifically is the one that's built for accurate on-image text and also like UI or product mock-up work, which is why the tab names, the column headers, the banner text render cleanly instead of like garbled. And if you notice, every single mock-up is following the brand kit. So a same palette, font, same type of style. The whole listing is going to look really cohesive like a product. Again, I am going to have a free resource of all of these prompts that I'm using. It's going to be free and downloadable in my description box. So now I've got my mockup. Step 4 of uploading is I do upload the listing video. Genspark just generated from the brand kit right alongside the mockups. I'm going to go ahead and price it in the range that the other sellers are selling it for, about $9.99, just to kind of see where it goes for the next 24 hours. I may lower the price on that. And then I'm just going to go right here and hit publish. For this challenge, I'm going to be using Etsy ads to get my product out there and seen quickly. And this is actually moving right along into step 6 of my to-do list, which is turn on ads. So to do that, I'm just going to go over here into Shop Manager, click Marketing, and then Etsy Ads, and hit Get Started. Now I do have to just select the product, and then Etsy asks for one thing to start, and that is a daily budget. I'm going to go ahead and set mine to $25 a day. That's it. Because I have an Etsy shop, I know that even if you put $25 a day doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to spend $25 a day, because it's depending on people actually clicking into the product listing. But for now, we're just going to set it at the max of $25 a day. I'm going to go ahead and let this run for a full 7 days. I'm going to check that dashboard every couple of days. I'm going to look at the impressions, the clicks, the orders. Etsy actually recommends leaving a new campaign alone for closer to 30 days to let the algorithm learn. But for this challenge, we're pulling the raw numbers at 7 days. Whatever it says, we'll check back in. It is the very last day of our challenge, and I do have some news, and that is that we completed the very last step of my to-do list, and that was to actually go in and make some sales. Now, I was a bit worried in the beginning because the first couple of days there were crickets. However, around day 3, I did decide to go in and lower the price to $7.99 with a sale on top of that item. The reason I decided to do that was because I felt like it would help boost engagement, because the other products in the same niche were $9.99 as well, and I thought if I just give it a little sale, people may choose this product over the other ones. Now this definitely worked because engagement started to boost around that time. I ended up making 4 sales in total for the whole week with a total revenue of $25.56. The cost that I spent on ads ended up being only $7.25 because that is only charged if somebody clicks into the ad. I also had to pay the small fee. I think it's 20 to 30 cents for an Etsy listing. So in the beginning, that initial listing, I had to pay that in the beginning as well. Now, luckily for the complete build, which includes everything we did in the challenge, I only had to use one AI tool. We used the Plus plan with Genspark, and that cost $24.99, bringing our total spend to $32.53. That means for this challenge, we're looking at a negative $6.97 profit. Now, I do want to note here that even though we have a small negative profit at the moment, the 7-day window is quite tight, and Etsy does recommend leaving a new campaign for 30 days to see the best, most accurate results with your new product. that. I personally believe if I were to like leave this for an additional 30 days and don't touch it, I would most likely get a profitable turnaround. And let's say that I even went in and I added a few more digital products, I think that my results would change and be even better. I had an absolute blast trying this out. I think it's so much fun, and I think it's fun to actually show you, the viewer, real results, what you can realistically expect when you start something like this. Also, if you want to get started with Genspark for yourself, I have a direct link in the description box below for that as well. Just a quick note with that, you do get some free credits every single day just by logging on and using the platform. If you've got any questions after watching, drop them in the comment section down below. Thank you guys always so much for your continuous support, and I do look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye-bye.